Okay, hello guys. Welcome back. For some time now we have been writing some programs, and I would want us to just pause for now because the next few chapters, few topics we'll be discussing, they are more advanced. So I would like us to um, put a pause for now and do some challenges. Okay, we have plenty challenges that we can do. So while we do these challenges, we are going to be seeing real. It's going to be like a real challenge. Okay, how you can actually write real programs. So the first one we are going to do here. Now the thing is this. Okay, it will be better you do this before me. So what you can do now is to pause the video. Okay, look at this is the challenge. Okay, the challenge one says you should declare a constant of integer called my age and set it equal to your age. Also, declare an integer variable called dogs and set that equal to the number of dogs you own. Then imagine you bought a new puppy and increment that dog's variable by 1. Okay, so I want you to pause and do this thing before me. It's okay. Do it, make your mistakes. Even if you don't get it, it's okay. It is a win-win for you, okay? Make the mistakes, try to make corrections before you can come back to this. And I'm just going to go straight to this, okay? The first one says, declare a constant. How do you declare a constant? It is with the const keyword and a constant of int, that is of data type int. That means this constant is going to be holding, or we're going to use it to store a value of integer, an integer value. So the data type is int, and they say you should call it my age. That's the variable name. Okay, and you should set it equal to your age. Let's say your age is 89. This is amazing. Do you understand now? So we have done the first one. Declare a constant int called my age and set it equal to your age. All right. So the first step. Okay, that's the first one. The second one says declare an int variable called dogs and set that equal to the number of dogs you own. Now, I also want to clear something here. I know you would have made a mistake already while trying this, okay? Now, remember that constants don't change. Do you understand? You cannot change the value of constants. But in the second one, they say you should declare an int variable, not a constant of int. Okay, here you're asked to declare an int variable. It means that it would change. And if you watch, they now said, imagine that you bought a new puppy and increment the dog. So if you have made it a constant, you can't change it. Now, let's do this. So I'm going to make it a variable. So I'm not going to use the constant keyword. Okay, so I will just have to say int. The variable name is dogs, and I should set it equal to the number of dogs I have. Let's say I have 7 dogs. And then I said, imagine that you bought a new dog, that you should increment the dog's variable by 1. So how do you do this? I can just do dogs plus equal to 1. All right. And if we are to print the two variables we have created, I can print my age, and I also can print number of dogs. I can print the dogs. Okay. Now, definitely, the age will be 89, but the dogs will be what? 8 instead of 7, because you bought a new dog and you incremented it. So if I run this now, we will get 89 and 8. Okay, so this is it. Declare, the first one says declare a constant int called my age and set it equal to your age. The second one says also declare an int variable called dogs and set that equal to the number of dogs you own. Then imagine you bought a new puppy, then and increment the dogs variable by 1. That's what we have just done here. So another way here, increment by 1. Another way you can also do this increment is this, okay? I can just comment this. Another way you can do this is this. You can do dogs equal to dogs plus plus. Okay? Or you can prefix, but this can cause some confusion, but I need you to pay attention. Okay? If I do this, it will still work. It will give me 8. It will give me 8. Okay? If I also do the postface, it will also give me 8. Okay, sorry, it's giving me 7 here for some reason, and that's why I want to mention. Now, this is the difference. Now, if I do the prefix plus plus, okay, what it means is that it will first of all increment this dog's, this dog's value is 7. Okay, that's the value we have in that variable. It is 7. So if I do plus plus before the dogs, it means that it is saying increment this thing first. Okay, increment this first. All right, but if I go and do the postface, it will do that later after the evaluation. Okay, it will do that after the evaluation. So that's actually the difference, but I don't know how to make sure you don't get confused here. Okay, what you can do is this. You can go and read it up. Okay, but the difference is that, look at it here. If I do plus plus, okay, I get the value 8. All right, if I use the prefix, I get the value 8. But if I use the postface, I get the value 7. Okay, so this is the difference, but I needed to go and do more research on this. Okay, go and do more research on this. The increment, the plus plus postfade and plus plus preface. Go and do research on that. So basically, in this our challenge, we have been able to increment. If this is difficult for you, don't bother. You can just leave it. Okay, when you get more advanced, you can start using them. Okay, so we are just back to the normal one. You remember the plus equal to 1. Or if this is also difficult for you to understand, you can do dogs you can just reassign dogs plus 1. It's still the same thing. Okay, so anyone that you find easier to use, just stick to that one. Okay, so we have been able to do this challenge, and I will see in the next one we'll do the challenge too. All right, see you in the next class.